Hi, welcome to Part of My Frenchie. This is me, 143. If you don't have a friend, you have one now. This week's topic, we are going to talk about doing things when you are afraid. This past week, I had a situation with somebody in my family that they were supposed to do something that they had signed up for, and they had performed this duty in the past, and they had to perform the duty again, but they were scared to do what they were assigned to do. And I know that I've been there with different roles where I've had to get up in public speak. And I know that there's been many times that that's been tough to have to get up in front of people. Public speaking isn't easy, but I found it interesting when I attended the event where the family member had to actually perform the duty, and there was another person that was actually had a different role in the situation. And when he went to perform his role, he was an older gentleman, and you can see in his voice that he was shaking and he was nervous. And I kind of found comfort in that, because being afraid is it's a very human emotion. And I think sometimes we get into our heads about how things are going to turn out. And there's a saying that when you get afraid in life, just do things afraid. Just do it. And my thing is I guess what's the worst that can happen? You freeze up, maybe. I mean, I've had that happen in the past where I've just frozen up, or my mind doesn't do what it's supposed to, and all you can do is keep going. If you're in any luck, maybe you'll never see those people again, so it really doesn't matter. But the good thing was, in that situation, was after the event, I was able to sit the family member down and say, well, how did it go? How did you feel? And they had told me that they were so happy because it wasn't as bad as they thought. And I was able to say, well, the person that was, had a public speaking part in the event, their voice was shaky, and they still got up there and had enough courage to do things when they were afraid to. And it's easy for people to criticize other people when they're in public speaking roles, or maybe when things don't come off. But kind of my thing to that is, if you're not willing to step up to the plate and help out or sign up for things, then you have no room to talk. You have no room to criticize other people. If anything, as a community, we should support other people that take the time and take the effort to volunteer or, help out in different areas. And sure, somebody might be nervous or scared or whatever, but that's where we come in as a community and can support them and say, hey, you know what? Great job on doing what you're supposed to do. So instead of criticizing and say, oh, he froze up, or she froze up, or she, whatever. So maybe next time you're at an event and something happens with where maybe somebody doesn't pull something off in the long run, just give them a kind word and tell them they did a good job, or give them a quick, high five, like, hey, great, that you took the time and effort to do something good for the community. So, words of advice: do it afraid. If you're afraid to do something, at least try, and at least do it afraid. Until next time, if you don't have a friend, you have one now. Pardon my Frenchie, this is me, 143. Have a good night. See you next time.